The documentary technique is a shorthand for not using a lot of heavy equipment to make a film. You know, what's interesting to me is when I started making film in America, you had to have a 10-ton truck to carry all the equipment around, and a lot of lighting and things that were completely unnecessary because the film was fast enough, you know, to be exposed without a lot of light, without a lot of equipment. But they were using all this equipment and lighting because they kept a lot of people working, which was admirable, but it wasn't necessary. When I came along, it was possible to pick up a camera in your hand and to throw a sound recorder over your shoulder and go out and record a movie and photograph a movie, simply. And because this was the new technology when I came into the business, I naturally, gravitated toward that. Rather than, but I made a couple of films where they bought big blimp cameras and tons of lights, and it looked awful. And the documentary stuff, the handheld stuff, based on the Arriflex technology and Nagra, the tape recorder, changed the look of film, not me. It would not have been possible to do the kind of films I made, not because of the Paul Crump documentary, but because of the Nagra and the Arriflex. I'm sure that if Fritz Lang had a Nagra and an Arriflex, he would have used it, rather than the tons of equipment that it used to require to make a film. Now it takes less. Now you have digital video. You don't even need film. And I've seen some of these whole movies made on digital video. They look great. And you don't need film. You don't need, I mean, if you shoot film to this day, you don't know what's going to come back the next day from the laboratory. A load of darkness might come back. Or it could be overexposed, or the film, I've had all this stuff happen. The film torn on the printer, or torn in the projector, the negative. I've had more thousands and thousands of feet of film lost on films that I've made. So now you have digital video, and you see the result right there. You see what you have. Do you want to do it again? Do you need to do it again? Or is it okay? That's okay. Move on. This is good. This has already started to replace film. Film is something of the past. Now, it's true that the great works of cinema were done on 35 millimeter film, but that doesn't mean there won't be other great works done on digital with DVDs, or even without anything in cyberspace. You know, it's now possible. They don't even need to put in a disc to play a movie. They can just play it from a satellite into millions of homes. What's wrong with that? Nothing.